What up, S&M Hit Squad, and welcome back, guys. Here's your boy Sean.
And your girl Mel. Welcome,
Yes.
guys.
Welcome back, guys. All right, so guys, today we got new arrests related to Carmelo Anthony case is being turned into absurd race issue. It's clearly out of hand.
Absolutely.
All right, so guys, before we get into it, go ahead and smash that like button, turn on that notification bell so you guys be notified next time we upload. And we appreciate you guys being here. Here we go. Let's get into it.
An arrest, reportedly as many as 3 arrests down in Texas. And the feds are now reportedly stepping in, reports Fox News Digital, following a brutal assault on a Texas woman who was allegedly beaten down by a group of suspects chanting "Free Karmelo." Fox is reporting that in Longview, Texas, police have made this arrest in connection with this alleged random attack on a victim by this group of suspects that claim, according to Fox, that they had said, quote, they were going to target the smallest white girl they could find. And they did indeed find a white girl who appears to be severely injured. We've got pictures of her injuries.
This is horrible.
Which I'm going to show you now. We don't have her name. We do know that one woman has been arrested for this assault. Here is the victim, whose injuries appear all over her face and head. Her eyebrow is bloody and looks to have a deep gash on it.
No freaking way.
Oh my goodness.
An innocent white girl that don't have anything to do with it.
Can you believe that
this is what they
did this, it was premeditated. We're gonna go and find the smallest white girl. Cowards. Cowards.
What sense do that make?
Go and find the smallest white girl in the name of Carmelo Anthony. What is wrong with these demons?
Here we go, guys. This is sad.
The top of her head appears to have a deep gash and is quite bloody. There's a picture that they've released of her high-heeled shoe, which none of us can quite figure out what we're seeing, but they appear to think it's evidence and has blood on it. We can cycle through the pictures, please. And you can see some of her injuries. She's wearing a neck brace. She's clearly been attacked. This is not neck brace that you... Okay, now we do have her name. The victim's name is Sammy Lee. This is not the kind of neck brace, we had a car accident and we're looking to run up our insurance bills. You can see the blood all over this woman's face and head, and arrests are being made. The first one is of 21-year-old Ciarianne Fuller of Longview. She is facing assault charges and was booked into jail on a $20,000 bond, according to local KYT.
20,000? Wait a minute.
The locals are reporting at least 2 other arrests as well in this case. Unbelievable. So this... we don't have any idea what the race of the perpetrators is, though I'm going to assume it's not necessarily white if they were looking to target, quote, the smallest white girl they could find. But this is in retaliation. The report is that this is in retaliation for the Carmelo Anthony conviction. This is insane. Carmelo Anthony attacked and stabbed a young man to death. He happened to be black, and the decedent is white, and this wasn't a race case, despite the fact that Carmelo Anthony's family spokesperson tried to make it one.
Was not a race
and
case.
Now this small group of people, although it's growing, like the intellectual class, so-called, is jumping on board of this. Oh, now we have a picture of the perpetrator. Yeah, she does happen to be black. She's there with some crazy hair.
Lord.
Blonde tips and dark roots, and I guess was allegedly part of this whole thing, now being held on $20,000 bond.
I don't even know if I can watch the rest of this. So they're
turning this into a race crime. Like, what wasn't a race crime is turning into a race crime because there's a collection of people extremely angry about the fact that justice applied to Carmelo Anthony the same as it would to any other person who stabbed another boy in the heart with no reason. Here to join us on this case and more is our friend Jason Whitlock. He is the host of Fearless with Jason Whitlock.
Oh, my God.
This is so infuriating, Jason. The turning of the narrative around Carmelo Anthony has been infuriating from the start, and now it's culminating in race-based attacks as some sort of vengeance for what? The person who was hurt here was white. It was Austin Metcalf who was the victim here.
The
Absolutely.
world is upside down, Megan,
This is
and
just
we sit here and we're baffled. Like, how did we get here? And it's been a long process, and it takes a lot to understand uh, what is transpiring. But I, what, Megan? Do you remember the West Memphis 3 case? West Memphis, Arkansas. HBO did 3
Yes.
documentaries. 3 white kids, teenagers, murdered 3 8-year-old boys. And these were all white kids. Damian Eccles, 18, 19 years old, Jason Baldwin, and a Jesse Miss Kelly. They did the murders. And the prosecution argued that this was a satanic child sacrifice case. That's what they argued in court, and the jury agreed and convicted these guys that gave Damian Eccles a life sentence. HBO jumped in, and people like Johnny Depp and Eddie Vedder and other celebrities jumped in and said, no, this is satanic panic, and this little small town in Arkansas has too many Jesus concerns, and these are just kids and misconstrued, and they didn't actually do it. And they, for 18 years, the media and HBO put out 3 different documentaries trying to argue that these kids were innocent. And eventually, they got an Alford plea, and they became celebrities and heroes, and they got sprung from prison.
what?
They did the crime. But, and the argument was like heavy metal music and reading Stephen King books had influenced these kids into this satanic ritual child sacrifice deal. And
Wow.
Watch
Megan,
this. I
I
haven't seen that.
believe that the same thing is going on with hip hop music and hip hop culture. It has the same influence over young black kids, and it has overtaken black culture. And so hip hop culture believes that you touch this kid, you put your hands on me, I have a right to kill you or assault you with a weapon of some sort.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they want the rest of American society to bow to their standards. In hip
Wow.
hop, any sort of disrespect can be met with violence. This is why you see so many videos of black people say, don't you put your hands on me? You put your hands on me. Don't you? And see what happens if you put your hands on me. There's a mindset that has been given to black culture and black people that's incompatible with Christian American culture and Christian American standards. And that's how so many people are running around defending Karmelo, because they've been brainwashed. You put your hands on him. You pushed him. And in our culture, hip hop culture, we can
That's
be
not our
violent and kill you.
culture.
And that's how they've come up
Can't
with
say
the
ours.
self-defense case. And they've got idiots like Dominique Alexander that represented the family, the new Al Sharpton. He's a convicted felon. He comes from this hip hop
he's a baby
prison,
beater.
Wow.
prison hip hop culture, and he's out promoting this. And Megan, you remember when we saw the black kid out in front, the black man out in front of the courthouse dancing and jumping up and down in front of the white guy, and it just looks
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have
It's
to
demons.
accept,
It's
like,
demonic.
hey, there is a culture that has gone absolutely nuts and has been influenced by this prison hip hop and just, quite frankly, this African. Because a lot of this, and I'm telling you, it's hard to understand, but I just had a pastor named G. Craig Lewis on my show, and he's been talking about this for 30 years, that black people, American black people, their obsession with Africa and connecting with African cultures, and from the changing their hairstyle to the changing of just their customs and wanting to bring that African culture to America. Well, we have to be honest about Africa and African culture and how violent and how tribal it is. And so we're looking at an American culture that's being influenced by African tribalism,
Oh my Lord.
satanic religious cults. Hip hop is right in line with that. If you look at the roots of hip hop and what they brought and what they preached, it's it's a lot to unpack and understand, but it's very important that we understand what we're dealing with so that when we stand against it, no one can call us racist or coons or sellouts. It's just like,
Mm.
hey man, we don't want that African culture crap here in America. We don't want religions or beliefs that say, if you touch me, I can kill you. We got to reject that. And I know you've been dealing with the slings and arrows, as have I, but we have to be even more resolved and resolute to like, hey, man, this just can't stand. Everybody's at risk here. I
Mhm.
don't want to live in a society where people can interpret what I say as disrespect and then get all up in my face and try to bait me to touch them or
Oh
have
my
conflict with them,
Lord.
and then they get to kill me and
Absolutely.
and paint me as the bad guy.
Right. Exactly right. This is, and now like to see it morph into retaliatory attacks, it's like, wait a minute. If we're just going purely by race here, a black person attacked and killed a white person. If there should be retaliation, it would be the other way around. How are now more black people attacking a white girl as justice for this case? And it's because Karmelo was convicted and sentenced to prison. That we're getting more details now as we speak on the other two arrested. We have their mugshots too. It appears to be a group of black women who attacked a white woman. DJ Brown and Alana Mumphrey are the names of the other two. We're showing their pictures
Can
here.
you
They've
believe this?
voluntarily surrendered now to
Disgraceful.
law enforcement.
Terrible.
According to Ladarian Brown, Longview police
Terrible.
spokesperson. Each faces a charge of assault causing bodily injury. Both were booked into jail and released on $20,000 bonds, according to online jail records. Again, the victim is Sammy Lee, who describes herself as new to Longview, Texas. She posted on Facebook on June 21st that she was assaulted at Whiskey J's, a bar, by three, quote, random women who yelled, "Free Karmelo." Lee
What the
said she had
hell?
not interacted with those women in any way before the assault. Let's see, and now,
This
as I
is
mentioned,
horrible.
the Longview police are in communication with the FBI, Jason, regarding the case. And why? Because online
Oh my God.
conversations concerning retaliation, division, and attacks are increasing. So there's a group of people. This is sort of the Jasmine Crockett street version, only actual street, not the fake street that Jasmine pretends she has in her background,
Mm.
who are looking to like
Wow.
exact revenge on random white people, reportedly. I mean, they're going to have to check into this woman's story. Like we don't know for sure whether that's what they said, and we'll see what their defenses are. Um, but if this is true, this is deeply disturbing. This woman's injuries are no joke either.
Listen, and I'm not trying to be provocative. And look, it is what it is. Black people have been convinced that we're victims of white supremacy. We're not victims of our own choices. We don't control our destiny through the
That's true.
music, through our education system,
Wow.
through everything the left has done, the identity politics and all that. You're a victim, and you have a right to be violent towards the people that you believe are your oppressors. And at some point, like America did before the Civil War, during the Civil War, during Jim Crow, America had a conversation with itself and said, hey man, white people have a racism problem that has to be addressed head on. We now need to say black people have a racism problem, and they're practicing a form of religion that is destroying them and now looking to destroy the rest of America. We have to be that direct and that honest. I get why most people are afraid. Corporate America doesn't want you to say that, and it could put you out of a leadership position or get you targeted over social media. But if we don't have a real honest conversation about what's going on with the black church and how it's lost course and has gone into racial victimhood.
It
And
has.
again, as a Christian, any of or those of us that just have Christian values within us, we don't believe in victimhood. America is the land of opportunity. It's not the land of oppression. People from around the world and people of all colors aren't trying to get into America because it's the land of oppression. It's the land of opportunity. And there's a documented history of white Christians fighting for the freedom of black people and black
Exactly.
Americans
Right.
and giving money to Africa and all this other stuff. White people are not perfect. They're just as flawed as everybody else. But this rap that they're like out to destroy black people and black Americans, it's a lie. And there's all kinds of evidence that it's a lie. And white people, what they've done is said like, help you adopt this Christian culture and we're good. We don't care what color you are. That is the true story of America. And black people seem to be saying, uh, you know, we don't share those values. Everything needs to be based on skin color. And we're going to be tribal based on skin color while being tribal like Africans over in Africa that war and destroy black people and white people. And so we get the worst of all of it. Black on black crime is out of control. Now black on white crime and just the smearing of America and white people, it's all out of control. What we're experiencing here is no different than what's going on in South Africa. White people are being targeted by black people out of racial animus, and everybody has to sit around and be quiet and pretend like it's not happening. I'm not going to pretend anymore, and we can't. I mean, we're taking it all the way back to the Carmelo Anthony case. A 17-year-old boy was stabbed in the heart for pushing a kid at a track meet. We pushed and shoved all the
We
time when I was a
did.
kid. That's what kids
That's
do.
that's
They
what you
don't
do.
stab each other in the
They
heart.
don't.
And a guy has stabbed and killed a 17-year-old kid, and somehow he's being turned into the victim by politicians, mainstream television broadcasters, and pundits. This is insanity.
Thanks for watching this clip. If you're new here, subscribe. We got a
Thank you, Kelly.
This is truly breaking my heart.
This is sad. I don't like the way this is dividing and bringing like division. And first, my heart goes out to the young lady that was jumped. All right, that's when you're supposed to pull out a weapon and try to defend yourself because they're trying to beat you half to death. Okay, they're trying to take your life, and it's so sad because this young lady that was jumped, she had nothing to do with the case, nothing to do with any of the families. She probably don't even know who Karmelo is. She's out at the bar enjoying herself, and she's going to be attacked by 3 black women. This is completely wrong. And where in your mind do you think about, let me just go out and start beating up white people? Innocent white people. Innocent. And you don't know if this white person is a nurse at the doctor that's going to help you or help one of your children or your child or your grandmother or whoever. You don't know who this person is. She could be like, okay, you know, I'm on your side. But it don't justify the fact that no one deserves this. But this young lady had nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. No one deserves this.
It's getting out of control. This is truly out of control.
I mean, bloody.
First of all, for anyone to stand up for a person who we clearly saw stab a boy for a push or shove, stabbed him, broke his chest bone, to get into the heart, stabbed him in the heart. He died instantly
He
with a
collapsed
stab like
right
that,
then and there.
all because of a push. And then you threaten him. And I'm the guy on Megan Kelly show, he really broke it down because I was trying to figure out like what in the hell is wrong with these people.
Like, who is driving
It
these
is
kids
the
to do
hip
this?
hop culture.
The music,
So
brainwashing.
much it's just demonic and hateful.
It's brainwashing.
And people are making money off of the failure of the black community. It's really sad and unfortunate.
And now, as black people, we got to be put into this category
Yes.
because they're not saying them, they're saying black people.
Yeah.
So we got to wear this. And this is just disgraceful. It's like, you know, where's the humanity at in this?
And more black people
Where's the.
need to stand up and speak out about this.
Yes,
If you
because
don't agree, speak out.
we're not going to be in this category. This is the way animals act. This is the way, people that don't have no mind at all, no brain.
Tribal, like he said. It's like and then it made sense because there are so many people who are leaving Christianity. The churches aren't full anymore. These people, and I'm seeing more and more witches. Every day I'm seeing more and more witches. Even some of the people who I grew up with using tarot cards, playing with black men, playing with the spirits.
This is so sad. And it's going down, down, down. It's just getting worse and worse. The situation is not getting any better.
Absolutely.
We already lost a life. Someone is in jail. The father is going. The one side of the family is going through some things. The other side is going through do some things. And now all these people want to just ramp it up and throw gas on the fire.
Absolutely.
Start attacking people, making these videos, stirring up confusion.
Stirring up spirits and
Like
demons.
it's ridiculous.
You know what I'm noticing, babe?
What's that?
It's more like a spiritual thing. Like we're not fighting against flesh and blood. We're fighting against demonic spirits.
Yeah. Yes.
We
absolutely.
think it's the person, but these people are possessed. You would have to be possessed by demons to pick up a knife and stick it in somebody's chest. That's a demon. And it
Yes.
happened so quickly. It's like he had lost all control.
And if the music is controlling these people, the black culture, checkmate. It serves its purpose. It's winning. The music is really doing something
Absolutely.
that's so demonic and so bad to these young kids, and they don't know no better. This is what they hear in their ear all day.
They're consuming it
music
all day, every day.
and it's eating them up. And now they become what they hear. Violence, hurting someone, taking a life, grabbing the pum pums, and doing all these demonic things. I'm just sick and tired of it.
Absolutely.
You
Me
know,
too,
so
babe.
it really hurt my heart to see these pictures of this young lady,
Yes.
in the hospital with a neck brace on. She's bleeding, her scalp. For what?
I felt like
For what?
I was looking at my own sister with a neck brace on.
That's not going to serve
Like
anything.
if you can't see yourself in other people and and feel their pain,
Yeah, but
you would have to be evil to think that those three girls were within their rights or to take up for them. $20,000 bail.
and now they
That
right in
girl
jail.
could have died. They could have broke her neck.
That
They
was
could have
attempt
cracked her skull.
murder. That's
And
attempt murder.
they received $20,000 bail.
And
What?
Carmelo Anthony is still locked up, and they talking about free Carmelo. That's not going to free him. You making the rest of the black culture people look bad.
Our community.
Everything just look bad on a black behalf now. Everything. The lawyer they had, The people jumping up all in people's face, acting like animals, no remorse, no respect, talking about pissing on graves, just all this,
Oh
like,
my Lord.
just all this nasty, devilish. I don't even know what to call it. And it's sad.
This man, he truly broke it. I forgot his name.
I
But
forgot
he
his name
said
too.
they're putting it in our schools, teaching us
It's everywhere.
victimhood.
It's everywhere. It's
If
everywhere.
you think that you're oppressed and that you're a victim, they're putting it in your minds to fight against it and become violent,
It's sad.
to kill.
It's so sad. Guys, go ahead and smash that like button and give this video a big fat thumbs up, and also get inside the comment section. Like I say, guys, we're gonna follow the story and just stay tuned. You know, but prayers going out to everyone, to everyone. All right, we signing out,
Prayers
guys.
to the young lady.
Yes, absolutely. Peace, love, and blessings. We up out of here.
Peace,
Peace.
guys.